Okay, I'm going to do a read. I know I said I was maybe going to take a day off, but this is too big coming in to not read on. So it appears that some people have seen the Epstein files, and it's much worse than even people can imagine. And apparently there may be upwards of 100 Republicans that would sign to release it. So let's just see what the cards have to say about the release of the Epstein files. So the first thing out, the reading's about controlling the action or being ruled by an action. Energy coming into it, charging forward. Okay. Charging forward for the action. Above it, it's about judgment. Judgment is hanging over his head. And the foundation is the messages coming out, information. Messages of information coming out. So, what we have going on now, this is moving. The chariot. It's in motion. Above it, the struggle that we've had to release this foundation is justice. Yep, the card of justice. So moving forward, struggle for justice. The challenge is, the investigations, looking deeper, soul searching, potential outcome is yet again another attempted manipulation. Above it, being battle weary, the 9 of Wands. Judgment, struggling, the fight, being battle weary. And underneath of it, the foundation is the Lovers. But information is coming out, justice, when it comes to those that are being looked at it. Let's do the outside influence. Truth, the fight for truth. The divine feminine. Above it, we have guess who? He who would be king. With the foundation of what's being handed out. Okay. So what's driving it all? 10 of Swords. They're coming down. Okay. It's coming down. Finally. So let's go and do a clarifying read and see what it's going to tell us. We want the news about the news before the news. Let's see what it says. Puppies just went out and had smell-o-vision time. I may have a way to get the books back up online. So we'll see what happens. So let's see what's at the center of it all is what's been overturned. Okay. The sacrifice, seeing things from a different viewpoint. Maybe some of the Repugly Uglies would be willing to sign on to this now because they see that they need to have some way to save themselves because the blue tsunami is happening. Above it, we have the Hierophant. Again, Is this the genuine Christianity or the fake Christianity? What's going on with it? But there is the Ace of Wands, a new action when it comes to maybe some of these fake Christians are going to see the light to a small degree. So one side of it we have, yes, the lovers, the drama, what's been overturned for now. Above it, what's being offered up. The foundation, what's being handed out with the new action, and a message about an action. That's good when it comes to the lovers, the things that have been overturned. The other side of it, we have justice. Above it, a sharing. That's good. A sharing the cup. Now we know the Magatonians have been all over this, wanting that released. Yeah, the foundation is, guess who? Republicans. New action being handed out. If they want to save themselves, they got to do something here. Yeah, shedding light on it. So message about an action, shedding light on it when it comes to some justice for these girls that were now women, for what's been overturned, what's being offered up by the Republicans now. What's being handed out is a bit more sharing. Okay, new action when it comes to these fake Christians. So let's see what we have underneath of it all. We have the struggle that's been taking place, a message of information, figuring out the next move to strengthen things. So behind the scenes it's being worked on, and they know that these information, the truth is coming out. Yeah. And it's bad when it comes to the White House. They've got the new path, concrete things coming out. So they're looking at what they're going to build. Okay? When it comes to their wealth, comes to the families, the Magatonians and stuff, save yourselves when it comes to what's been hidden and what's being given out to the American public, what's being birthed, and it can affect their world. And there we have Trumpenstein, and they're looking at their long term. So it's time to put out some new information, the new cup of emotion when it comes to Trump, when it comes to controlling the action. It's time to charge forward because of what they've been trying to get away with for so long. It's now become a nightmare scenario. They are feeling pushed to the edge, and they're looking at the deception, the dark drama, the delusion, and it is a tower moment. It's time to reveal, okay? Time to take the lid off. And yes, it's painful. It's painful, but they know otherwise they're facing losses, so they need to temper things, okay? So it looks like some of them are coming around. They see what happened in these this last elections. Now we hear some of them out there with the BS of, well, it hasn't touched any of the red states or anything. It was just the blue states. Yeah, no, that's not true at all. Okay? Not true at all. People have been watching. They know what's happened. What was it, Alabama or whatever it was, the Deep South, or what was it, Mississippi. That's not a deep blue state, okay? So a lot of these have been overturned, and they see the writing on the wall. And then today, Trump was in there and had something going in the Oval Office, and one of the guys collapsed. Okay? One of the guys passed out. He had a medical, I don't know what the emergency was yet, but you see the picture of Trump standing there, and he's just like, not looking at the guy, not offering help. He's just standing there. I'll put the picture up on the post area, and you could see him looking there. You know, how dare this guy pass out when I'm, trying to BS people. And you just see how deflated Trump is. He looks very ill there, okay? Looks very ill there. He doesn't know what to do. He's not being scripted in that second. So you see what's behind that facade. Yeah. So anyway, they can't hold this vote up forever with the Epstein files. And like I said, it's way worse than people even have any kind of idea. I'm sure that Trump is there with the money laundering. Also, they were checking into the money laundering that Epstein was doing. And when they gave him that sweetheart deal that just go sleep in the jail at night, go out and play whatever you're doing during the day, no problem, they knew it was money laundering, and they didn't bring any kind of charges. Why? Because 9 out of 10, Trump is right up in there with it. How much you want to bet? Trump is right up there in there with Epstein, with money laundering and trafficking and all the rest of it. Yeah. So, like I said, the big shift is happening, okay? The big shift. We saw him in Japan wandering around, didn't know where he's at. He got taken to the cleaners when he was there, when it came to Korea, when it came to China, when it came to Japan. He's over here bragging about they're putting all this money in, and no, they told him, they gave him a one-finger salute and said no. So his lies and stuff are not going to fly. And so, like I said, his big downfall is on the slide now. He's on the big slide. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.